Okay, I think we're going live now. I have a bit of an issue though at the moment because I have the wrong, maybe not. Hold on. Sorry. I'm playing with my new toy. As I always mention, I have this really cool toy and I'm trying to figure out which button to push. And then I will get to, well, let's see, which button should I push? So I'm on UH now. That's where I want to be. UH now. And we're going to go to class collaboration, but apparently I don't have that. UH now. There we go. That's what we had. Okay. We're good to go. Sorry about that. I'm working away in my studio, in my RV. We didn't have class this week, so I got a great question from a student about this week's class collaboration, and I'm going to answer the question. It was a great question. I'm not going to say the name of the student. I'm going to send him an email with a link to this video, which I will be posting on our YouTube channel. So let me just see if I can put this up. Yeah, uhplaylist.com. So welcome to Personal Finance. Again, we didn't have class this week, so I didn't get to meet with you. We didn't have a lecture, a class time, a Zoom meeting. So I've got a couple of announcements, but first I want to make sure that we have the right information for this week's class collaboration. So I'm going to just show you what I just updated in Canvas. And I'm going to just explain. I'm going to walk through and explain, since this is your first week's assignment, and some of you, especially my A students, congratulations, you're starting, you're doing the homework already, which I knew that the A students would do that. I think some of the students would be like me and say, hey, I just expect that we get a whole week off and we can just be 1 week longer in this semester because we had a snow day, an ice day, a cold day, a freeze day. A rain out is what I said in my last video. But anyway, welcome. I'm Jim Munchback. I'll be your facilitator. I'll guide you through the course. So first thing I want to do is play a little music, and hopefully it doesn't mess up the recording. I am going to I muted my speakers, so I can't hear the music, and you shouldn't get any feedback, and that should be better for the audio anyway. So I'm looking at my iPad right now. I just posted this, and I posted this at missionalmoney.com. I post all of the content for personal finance. I post it on this website. It's my website, missionalmoney.com. If you go to moneystudygroup.com, it's simply a landing page for the course with lots of information, but I needed a WordPress site. So just so you know, I do post all of your assignment information here when I want to do a presentation and make a video. So it's just easy for me to do that. So that's what you're looking at, and there is a link to this in the video. So if you're not part of the course, if you don't have access to the Money Study Group course online, and you don't have access to Canvas for our course, then you won't see this. But if you're watching the video and you're curious what I'm talking about, this is posted, the video and the content, at missionalmoney.com. So the question from the student about this week's class collaboration had to do with the fact that there was different sets of instructions in Canvas and in Money Study Group. So I fixed that. And thanks to the student's question, I'm making certain that all of the class collaboration assignments are synced up. But I wanted to do this special video about class collaboration to answer clearly the students' questions, because they were great questions. They were simple questions, and I just want to make sure I explain how it works. And I always do this in the first lecture of the course, but since we didn't have a lecture because our first day of class we got froze out, colded out, whatever. So this is being live streamed to Facebook and YouTube, and I shared in the last video, I shared all of the places that we have that you have links, like the Facebook page, the YouTube channel, and so I'm not going to go over that again in this video, but I do hope you'll watch the first video I posted in your playlist. If you go to uhplaylist.com, it'll take you right to the playlist, and the first video that I posted was just an overview, and so that's where you're going to go to get all of the videos that I post for this semester, and this one included. It's not there yet, it will be in a minute. So class collaboration is it's a part of the course, it's a part of each week's assignment. And so the way it works is I ask you a question. The week 1 assignment for class collaboration is really a conversation, and it's a 3-part conversation where I ask you some questions, things that help me get to know you so that I can do a better job of preparing educational content for you as you engage in the course called Intro to Personal Finance at the University of Houston at the Bauer College of Business. So that's what you're here for, and that's what I'm here for. And my hope, my goal, my commitment to you is to help you get an easy A, but more than that, I want to teach you way more than getting an A, even though I know you want to get an A, most of you, and I appreciate that, even though I didn't get very many A's in college, and it really didn't matter that much to my future. I worked through college, and I was a solid B.C. student, but I paid for my own college, and I got an education, and I was thankful for that. But you want to get an A, and I get it. So every week when I review your assignments and grade them, I'm looking for your class participation, and if it's not in there, then I deduct points. And so it's super easy though. So this week's though is kind of long. It's longer than most of the semester's class collaboration. And so you'll see it all in your assignment. If you've already tried to do it, if you looked at your Canvas assignment for week 1 and it's different than what you're seeing here, it's because I just updated it as a result of this student's great question. So basically it's a conversation. The first part of the conversation, there's 3 parts to the conversation. And you can do these all at once. You can do them in multiple posts, but I want you to post your comments under this video, or you can post them on Facebook, or you can post them in Money Study Group, just somewhere where you're posting so that other folks in the course can see your comments and be a part of your conversation, this conversation. Please don't post them in GroupMe. GroupMe is not where we will be posting class collaboration. That's where you'll post questions. And in this case, I don't even know if the student posted these questions in GroupMe, but if he had, he would have probably found out that there weren't any good answers to the questions in GroupMe from other students who were asking the same question, because you need my help to fix this question. And whenever that happens, just shoot me an email, send me a text message. My contact info is on the syllabus, and I will get right to you, and I'll probably do a video like this one, which I think is live, yes. And hopefully I am in my RV at the Stephen F. Austin State Park right now, and I have a little studio here. I'm not really in this tunnel, that's just for fun. I'm going to turn off the music now because I don't know about you, but I get kind of tired of hearing the same music play. I'll have more music next time. So this class collaboration, I just want to know, how do you feel about online courses? Just tell me how you feel about online courses. Second part of the conversation is, how are you feeling about your financial future? This course is designed to help you prepare for adulthood. Taking on the responsibility of managing money is really the essence of this course. I'm going to teach you how to become a millionaire by age 50. And I know many of my friends think that's a huge deal, a big goal, but it's not. If you are a student in a business college and you graduate and you get a job in any kind of business, especially one that provides a 401k. Saving $1 million in 30 years is really not what it used to be. I promise you that. And it may sound like a big goal, may sound hard, but I promise you, I'm going to teach you how to do it. I know how to do it. I've done it. And it's not that hard. And the alternative is easier to not become a millionaire by the time you're 50, but it's not difficult. It's easier for sure, but it's not better. And if you want to become a billionaire by the time you're 50 or 30 or 40, that is a different course. That's not this course. I don't know how to do that. So this third part of the conversation in your class collaboration is really, what do you want to learn in this course? And what do you think will be difficult? And more, really important, how are you feeling about managing money? You're about to hear some noise because my wife is coming back into the park and my dog Lucy is acting a fool. Maybe you'll hear noise, maybe you won't. Anyway, that you'll see these questions. I also want to know, what's your definition of a financial plan? When I ask people, what is a financial plan to you? The answers are all over the board. So I'll tell you through the semester what my definition of a financial plan is, but I'm curious, what's your definition of a financial plan? Because you're going to build one in this course. So I just want to know the answer to that question. The next question is, you guys hear that blower in the background? That is my wife, Connie, blowing leaves out of the Stephen F. Austin State Park and the campsites around us. We're in the really nice loop for RVs, and that's where she's blowing leaves. She knows I'm making a video. I think it's my wife, Connie. I'm not going to look out the window. It could be one of the other park hosts. That's what I am. My wife and I are volunteer park hosts. I work full-time, so I get to work in the day and work in the park on the weekends, but it's really fun. I'll share some of the video clips from that as we go through the semester. Finally, here's the commitment. This week, week 1, your class collaboration involves a commitment. I want to know what app will you use to track your spending. So I'm just curious what you're going to use. The number one answer on the survey is and has been Make Your Money Count. Not Make Your Money Count. I saw Make Your Money Count. I'm distracted because I keep hearing the blower, and my dog Lucy is running around, and she's pretty excited. Anyway, so the last thing I want to know in this week's class collaboration is, what app are you going to use to track your spending? At the end of this semester, I'm going to ask you, one of your assignments is going to be to show your work this semester, and whatever you use. If you use an app like the number one survey, when we take a survey, the number one tool over the years has been Mint.com. Mint.com is fantastic. It's great. It does something called aggregation. So you can put all of your accounts from the bank, from your investments, from the credit union. You can link all of those accounts into Mint.com and see a complete and accurate and up-to-date picture of your entire financial life. And it's fantastic. The only problem with Mint.com is it has a lot of advertisements in it because it's a free app with lots of cool resources. So you're going to be, not this week but next week, you're going to be introduced to and invited to create an account with Bayrock Financial. That's my company, and I make it available to my students because I'm going to teach you how to create a financial plan using the premium financial planning portal that I use with my clients. And I'm going to teach you, it's really collaborative and easy to use, and you'll find it very easy to use. But in that tool, in that financial planning portal where you will create your financial plan, there is a component for budgeting. And if you want to take full advantage of the budgeting aspect of that online premium financial planning portal, you have to link your accounts to Bayrock. Now, I couldn't care less if you do this or don't do this. I am not trying to get your personal information, and if you're afraid of that, well, you should be afraid of Mint.com as well. But like I said, Mint.com is the #1 choice for a tool to track your spending because it's fantastic. And when I created my company, Bayrock Financial, I wanted to use fantastic technology to provide wealth management services to my clients. And Right Capital is part of that tech stack. And I make it available to you for free during the course. And like I said, the budgeting component is it works if you link your accounts. If you don't link your accounts, it's not going to be able to aggregate your financial data, and you will need to use another tool to capture your spending throughout the semester. And I don't care what you use. A lot of people use their bank app. That's perfect. Whatever you use, whether it's your Bank of America app, your Wells Fargo app, your bank app, whatever, or your Bayrock, if you want to integrate that into your financial plan, I'll show you how to do that. Or Mint.com, excuse me, whatever you use to capture each and every transaction, that's what you're going to need at the end of the semester when you do the spending plan assignment. I'm going to ask for 3 things. Number 1, I want to see all of the data. So I want to see everything you spent. If you tell me you're going to use Excel as a spreadsheet, I'm going to tell you right now you're going to get major deductions on that assignment, because I know, and you know, if you're honest with yourself, I know that's hard to do. But if you use Excel, that means you have to make a manual entry on your spreadsheet every time you spend something. And that just doesn't work. So when you use an app, like I use Wells Fargo for all of my personal expenses, it captures every single thing I spend. If I spend $1.25 at McDonald's, it captures it. That's what I need you to do. That's what I want you to do. I'm asking you in this week's class collaboration to commit to using an app, whatever app you want to use, to track your spending. If you tell me it's an Excel spreadsheet, I'm not going to beat you up about that until you turn in the assignment, and then I'm going to beat you up on that, because you know, like I know, you will miss a lot of data. Number 1, I want the data for your spending for the whole semester, because I want you to see it. Number 2, I want the graph that comes from that app that shows the categories for your spending. That's super easy to do if you're using an app. And then third, what I want in that assignment is I just want you to tell me what you learned over the semester about how you spend money. And so when you look at your data and you see how much money you spend at Starbucks, maybe on those fancy drinks, you'll be going, wow. Maybe it's at the bar. Maybe you go out a lot. Maybe you eat at restaurants a lot. Whatever it is, that category is going to pop you in the face, and I want you to tell me what you learned about your spending. So if you didn't watch the video on 3 laws of personal finance, let me just show you that right now well, you know what? It's in the last video, and I'm going to go ahead and end this because it's already almost 20 minutes, and I'm sorry about that. So back to this little fun little looping video, week 1, class collaboration. That's going to do it. Don't forget, if you will subscribe to this YouTube channel, that's my personal YouTube channel, at Jim Munchbeck, and Munchbeck has an H on the end. The playlist you're looking for, you can find super easy if you just go to uhplaylist.com. That's just a playlist inside of my channel, but every video for this semester for you, including this one, will be in that playlist at uhplaylist.com. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the countdown button and close that out, and I'm gonna end, like, I think I'm gonna